Have you ever wondered where Santa Claus really comes from? We all know the jolly man in the red suit, with a big belly and a bag full of toys. But the story of Santa is much older and more fascinating than you might think. It's a tale that stretches back almost 2,000 years, across different countries and cultures, evolving with every generation. So, grab a cup of hot cocoa, get comfortable, and let's unwrap the true history of Santa Claus. Our story begins not at the North Pole, but in a place you might not expect, ancient Turkey. Back in the 3rd century, in a town called Myra, lived a monk named Nicholas. This wasn't just any monk. He was known for his incredible kindness and generosity. The stories about him are legendary. One of the most famous tales tells of a poor man with 3 daughters who couldn't afford their dowries, which meant they couldn't get married. Hearing of their plight, Nicholas, under the cover of night, secretly tossed 3 bags of gold into their house. Some say the gold landed in stockings that were hanging by the fireplace to dry. Sound familiar? Because of his good deeds, Nicholas became a saint, St. Nicholas, the protector of children and sailors. His feast day, December 6th, became a day for giving gifts. As centuries passed, the legend of St. Nicholas traveled across Europe. In the Netherlands, he became known as Sinterklaas. He was depicted as a tall, stately bishop with a long white beard, wearing red robes. Sinterklaas would ride a white horse through the skies, arriving from Spain each year. He had a big book that listed which children were naughty and which were nice, accompanied by his mischievous helpers. He would leave gifts and treats in the shoes of good children. When Dutch settlers came to America, they brought the traditions of Sinterklaas with them, and his name eventually evolved into the English Santa Claus. But he still didn't quite look like the Santa we know today. The big transformation happened in the 19th century, right in America. In 1823, a poem was published anonymously, titled A Visit from St. Nicholas. You probably know it as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This poem changed everything. It described Santa not as a tall bishop, but as a right jolly old elf with a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowlful of jelly. It gave him 8 tiny reindeer, a magical sleigh that could fly, and the signature ability to come down the chimney. This poem cemented the magical, cheerful image of Santa in the American imagination, but there was one final touch missing. Enter Coca-Cola. Starting in the 1930s, the company wanted to boost winter sales. They hired an illustrator named Haddon Sundblom to create a wholesome, friendly Santa for their holiday ads. Sundblom drew inspiration from the poem, creating a warm, human-like Santa who was big, jolly, had rosy cheeks, and, most importantly, wore a bright red suit trimmed with white fur, the same colors as the Coca-Cola logo. These ads were everywhere, on billboards, in magazines, and for decades. They reinforced this specific image of Santa. Sundblom's paintings were so popular that they became the definitive version of Santa Claus for people all over the world. So, from a kind-hearted Turkish monk to a Dutch bishop, then a jolly elf from a poem, and finally a friendly face from a soda ad, Santa Claus has had quite a journey. He's a perfect example of how stories and traditions can blend and evolve over time, creating a symbol of generosity and joy that unites people across the globe. He's more than just a character. He's a feeling, a spirit of giving that makes this time of year so special. Thanks for watching our journey through Santa's history. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Happy holidays!